Look at that. Plumbing's inside of a wall.
Wow.
Not
Pretty
bad
good. Not bad for rookies.
Not bad for complete rookies. So that's the basic sill plate layout. We actually need to snap lines for the stub wall that will be for the shower. But that's it.
Fine. Do you think any of our canned food's gonna escape, or did you corral it pretty good?
Well, I have noticed that every time I come out here, there's less apricot salsa in it.
It is
I haven't
escaping.
been eating it. So I figured maybe try this,
See if it works.
or we could just see if your fingers are salty to see if you've been eating it.
If you want to lick my fingers, go right on ahead. So you want me to mark one? You 1.5?
1.5, yep. So this stud bay will just be open up here, and then we'll probably just bridge it across there. So this will be a kind of an open
Right.
bay. There'll be no sheetrock or anything there. Put it on low, maybe.
It's on 2,
Yeah,
but on 1.
yeah. Maybe it might be worse.
More torque.
Yeah.
Yep, nope. Just go fast. Fast and close your eyes.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. Oh. Force it.
Let's pull this off. I'll just pull this off real quick.
Guess what, guys? Priorities have shifted, and we're working on getting a functioning bathroom in our garage.
I want to drop timber in my house.
Can't blame you.
Not really.
Every man's wildest dream.
I want to do something mysterious in the bathroom.
Drop some timber.
Drop some timber. That's a movie reference for you guys.
If you guys know what movie it is, you're
That's
really
the one
cool.
movie we've seen.
You haven't seen it.
I've seen enough of it.
That's true.
So we agreed that in order to be in this house, living in this house, not in the RV, not in the RV in the house, we need to get help. And a lot of the stuff in this house we cannot get help with for a lot of reasons. But a couple of the things we can get help with are plumbing and electrical. We still want to do the majority of this work ourselves. But we went on the hunt and we found somebody who's willing to help us just get through this initial bathroom phase, get the rough end done, get a functioning bathroom, shower, toilet, vanity, etc. And the thing is, they want to come in 2 days, which is typical because we were like, oh, windows and doors are done, looking really
Back
good
to
in
the
here.
roof.
Let's go to the bathroom.
Plumbing.
Let's work on the bathroom. So because it's a crazy housing boom right now and we don't know when we're going to be able to get help other than now it is. So we're scrambling to get the walls all framed up. And in case you're wondering, no, we've never done this before. We're figuring it out. We have a set of plans which came from Shelter, which are kind of the rough bathroom dimensions. And then, yeah, we kind of bought a shower and tub and surround and stuff the other night because we knew the plumber was coming and it was like, we got to do this. So now we're having to kind of like meld all these framing plans together. It'll be fun.
Because we're so passionate about making our home up there exactly what we want. And we don't want to feel rushed and we want to have time to think through everything and enjoy the process. We're trying to just get this bathroom in quick and dirty. It was really hard for us to go to Home Depot, and I think we were in and out in like 2 hours with the shower picked, loaded in our truck, the vanity. We have a toilet coming that we ordered online. It's weird for us because we don't know if these are the exact things that we want, but we are already committed to where things go in the bathroom. So in the end, this bathroom is probably not gonna win any design awards, and that's okay.
Yep.
We don't wanna feel antsy to finish the house, and even if we do feel antsy, that's only gonna result in burnout. It's probably not gonna result in the house getting finished sooner rather than later. It's gonna take years to finish the house, but we're extremely antsy to get out of the RV. Can you blame us?
Cool, so in this house, we planned on our mechanical room in the back corner. You can see our radiance there, water mains coming in here. Dun, da, da. And Alyssa's already taken claim to that and all the canned food will probably end up in there, but that's another story.
Yeah.
And then that's the outlet for the wood boiler for someday, which may or may not ever happen, but there's the sleeve if we decide to do that. So we did a fantastic job, couple of rookies. Look at that. Plumbing actually fits inside the walls. What?
If you're new to our channel, we had to design the mechanical room-ish and the bathroom before we even did our slab.
We had bored the footings, that's it.
So here we were a year ago, a little less than a year ago to date, and we were worried about which shower we want in our garage bathroom. The very last thing we were worried about.
Yep.
But we did our homework pretty well. All of our plumbing so far looks like it's gonna be in the walls. Newbie win, right?
This is a pretty good playlist if you guys haven't seen all the rough-in plumbing. We had lots of like, oh, poop moments, no pun intended. And the good news is, here it is, and it's working. Yes. So we did make plan B for the shower. We have a different shower than the one we originally designed. We'll share more on those details later. So the goal right now is to get these walls framed up and ready for a plumber in 2 days. But, small problem. We realized that our ceilings are 10 feet 2 inches tall. And Alyssa and I looked at each other and said, hey, that'd make great storage up there, wouldn't it?
Yes.
So we went to plan J, I think, and we realized that if we went with 8-foot ceilings in the bathroom and the mechanical room, that would leave us 24 inches of clearance up there.
And we measured Alyssa and Jesse in the crawl fetal position, and we fit. We did. That was off camera.
If anybody wants to know, when Alyssa's on her hands and knees, she's 24 inches to the shoulder and 31 inches to the top of her head.
To be comfortable.
Which is slightly proof that you're smarter than I am, because I'm only 29 inches to the back of my head, which means your brain's probably larger.
Totally.
When we originally started this house and we employed Shelter to help guide us through this process, we thought we were going to be receiving a finished house plan. That's not what we received, but that's not really what we wanted either. We wanted to work through this stuff and learn and understand the fundamentals. So we have the rough dimensions, which we use to figure out the plumbing and the concrete and stuff like that. But we also want some room to explore and learn and play. So here we are. We were able to get a larger vanity than we originally planned on. We've got a pretty sweet toilet. I said it, a sweet toilet coming. Oh yeah, that's gonna be its own video. Don't you worry. And we've got a pretty nice shower that's much larger than the shower that's barely larger than the one in the RV we were originally going to use. This is the nice thing about having a little room to be creative. This will be really fun to work on together because it's such a contrast to SIP framing. For example, we just did all of the sill plates.
Yeah, and we even had to have a trip to the hardware store for a miscut or something.
45 minutes and we're all ready to do it. So that's pretty interesting compared to the sill plates for the SIPs, which isn't completely fair and true because it was the sill plates for the SIPs and the timber frame. But anyway, different story.
Well, it's pretty wild. I mean, we go from working on the roof in 100-degree heat. Now it's much cooler, but it doesn't matter because we've been in our garage all day. No sun. It's cool in here. We're working like right here. So it's just miles apart, I guess.
Awesome possum. All right, are you ready to explore and play stick framing?
I am. I'm excited to do this. Jesse's teaching me how to mark where your studs are gonna go. I don't know if you can see that, but I marked the center, and then because this is 2x lumber, it's 1.5 inch total. So from center, you go 3/4 inch that way and 3/4 inch that way, and put your X. Boom, studs. Oh, you're doing yours a lot neater than mine. You're doing actual lines, huh?
I can reach it. You probably can't because yours is against the wall. Congratulations to Alyssa. She's laid out all of her very first ever sill plates. And what do you have for dimension?
151.5.
151.5. So now we're gonna work together as a team to get this back wall framed. And then Alyssa will probably have it already figured out. And probably by the time I go to the bathroom, I'll come back in here and she'll have all the rest of the walls framed out. Sound about right?
I don't know. I'm willing to find out.
Yeah. So we're gonna cut a top plate 151.5. And then we're going to transfer all of our marks to the top plate. We'll insert studs, we'll frame the top plate up, and then we'll raise that wall up.
Done. 12 rolls. You're telling me we're gonna cut those in one cut?
2 cuts.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Cut them all at once. All done.
Wow, that's insane. Gonna turn me into a stick framing gal.
Right? Firewood. You're probably gonna have to be out here to put it all together. And we'll have to kind of lift it up and move it over.
That's it, huh?
That's it.
No like painstakingly slow timber frame joinery?
Right. That's it.
Wow.
So that's basically it. Bring studs over, lay them on the mark, and we'll nail them in. Once they're all nailed in, we'll raise the wall up, toe nail it into the sill, and it's a wall. If you can, if you know that this is gonna have an interior wall where there's sheetrock and another wall that doesn't have sheetrock, put any kind of wane like that on the back.
Right.
And give yourself the maximum bearing
Gotcha.
for sheetrock and stuff,
Okay.
assuming it doesn't break the
Makes
crown
sense.
rule, right? Keep your wane away from where you're gonna have sheetrock.
Makes sense.
Just so happens that both of these are crowning in the direction you want them to be. So when you nail stuff like this, it's important that the stud be absolutely tight to the top plate. So I can't lay this on the ground and then nail this in. Does that make sense? I've got to hold this plate where
Okay.
this is
That's
tight.
what common sense would tell me, but makes sense.
Yeah. So, because if it's not tight, you're gonna nail it and you're never gonna get it straight again. Like it's just really hard to get straight.
Almost looks like it doesn't even belong in our house, right?
Right? So this is why you use nails. So I'm a little high.
Mm-hmm.
On
Oh,
that.
you just hit it down. Done.
Done. Flush.
pretty good. Yeah, I'm liking the 8-foot height, and that's a good amount of storage space above bins and stuff.
Ready to do that with timber framing.
Right?
Oh, I'm off by an eighth. I'll just pound it in.
Sweet. These are all the 2x4s cut for what?
For 2.5 walls.
2.5 walls.
Yeah. Like embarrassing.
I know, right?
I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it.
I like how quickly our kitchen table's been taken over.
Moving in.
Looks like that's probably pretty good.
Yep, that's it.
So really quick, for anyone that's as new to construction as I am, in stick-built homes, you typically have your, what are they called? The vertical pieces?
Studs.
Your studs 16 inches on center or 2 feet on center. And most people know this when they go to hang like a picture frame. You can't just put it wherever the heck you want. You gotta find your studs. And both of these are divisible by 4, right?
Yep.
And they're compatible with standard building materials like drywall and plywood, so makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
And then when you're working around plumbing and other fixtures, you can kind of hop between 16 inches on center and 2 feet on center, which is what we're doing on this wall here. This is 2 feet on center.
Yep.
Not the most ideal if you're trying to find studs in your house, but I think for what we're doing, it's fine.
There's a lot to stud standards. For non-load bearing interior walls, 2 feet on center is super common. It saves building materials, it saves screws, it saves on sheetrock mudding. It's just a lot less labor. You don't need the additional stuff. On an exterior wall or a load bearing wall, 16 on center is very common for 3 reasons. Load bearing, shear, insulation, like yeah, but as long as it's divisible by 4, you're okay. But if you're going to 12 inches on center, you might want to go up a stud. Go to like a 2x6, then you don't have to do it as often. So this wall is non-standard because there's a shower going against it. So that's not 16 on center, that's not 4 feet on center, that's not 2 feet on center, that's
And you found this by looking on the website of the manufacturer of the bathtub that we bought.
Right, so this wall here is framed for the shower, or the tub and the surround, and it's very explicit, now. Right? And that wall, same thing. Over there, I'm glad you actually brought this up just now because I totally laid that wall out wrong. We have to go back and look at the detail for the tub because the first about 30 inches or so is all custom framing. Then we can go back to 16 on center.
That means I earned my dinner.
Yes, and we're probably going to hang cabinets on that wall. So
on the other side of the wall.
On the exterior. So we want to make sure it's actually pretty stout. That way we can put some weight on it and it'll be fine.
Our spaghetti squash and sausage meatballs is definitely done. It's been cooking in the crock pot all day. It's getting pretty late, so we're gonna take a quick eating break, and then I think we're gonna try is the key word, to finish this project tonight. Nice work.
too. Starting to look like
That's
a house.
pretty good.
Yeah.
It's getting close to 10, so we're gonna wrap it up so we don't get on the late schedule again.
Yep. Artificial light makes it really hard.
Right? We've been working super late.
It's been dark for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, this is awesome though.
Making a lot of progress. We're cooking. I think we thought we were gonna finish this tonight, but with dinner break, we didn't sleep well last night. It's getting late. I think tomorrow, knock out the rest of the framing. We bought all the stuff to do the upper deck. So I think we get that done, and I think we tell the plumber we're ready for Saturday.
Heck yeah.
That'd be sweet. And then we wait for the bad news for them to come and say, oh, what'd you do? That's not how you plumb.
Right.
Well, that's not how you stick frame. When we gave them,
We'll remain optimistic.
yeah. Okay, that sounds better.
A 6x8 room certainly is not large by any stretch of the imagination. I think a lot of standard small bathrooms in a lot of homes are 5x8. So that's probably, yeah, the smallest bathroom you can have with a alcove shower bath at the end of the wall, a toilet, and a vanity with the door swinging one way or the other. So this would just be a hair larger than normal small bathrooms.
Yeah, isn't the smallest bathroom is a 5x8?
That's what I just said.
Oh, is it?
And
Okay,
it's a
I didn't hear you.
6x8, so it's just
Okay.
a little wider.
Yeah, it's like 1 foot, and I think that foot's just here.
Right.
So technically we're on the minimum, which I think we planned on because we wanted to keep all this from moving around.
Yeah.
We wanted to egress. We don't want to, because we don't want to have to force ourselves to go buy the cars to get in and out. So we wanted to use
Yeah.
some space, but not like make it really cramped to the post.
Yeah, and then our living level bathroom is about right there. So the plumbing more or less will be stacked on top of each other. Let's just say there's a lot of work that went into having the mechanical room here, the bathroom here, and the sizes that they are. Time to clean up, time to get some shut-eye, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully we can finish this and get the ceiling on. It's gonna be a really exciting day and a great start to the weekend.
Get in there, you pest. You pest.
I'll apply some pressure on it, right, to stay there.
Let's put this one